I was trying to remember what God gave me last night. He gave me a word last night that I did not write down, but I believe I still remember because it was so rhythmic, I guess, that it made so much sense. And then I repeated it again to my children while we were standing in the kitchen in the morning. And so I'm going to say it now. I got to sneeze. Hold on. Ooh. This is how it went. He said, so many people make decisions based on options they are only aware of, mainly because they lack exposure. But once they gain exposure, they will then realize that they have other options. And he said, a lot of times, people will devalue what they possess because they are not aware that what they possess is actually rare. A lot of times, people will disregard what they possess, what they come with, how they are naturally packaged, because they are not aware of the value of that thing, of who they are, of how they are formed and wired to be. And so, because I am a big supporter of shifting and changing your environment, more than just your physical environment, because you also have the power to shift your mental environment, even if you are still in the physical space. But that's another video for another day. Because I'm a big supporter of shifting your environment, I am that way because I had to learn that there are different spaces and realities that you can be a part of that will value, that will cherish, that will honor who you are and what you come with. I'm not saying that the work you're doing in yourself is not required or necessary, because it is. But a lot of times, especially here in America, people are so big on needing or having the need to quote unquote fix themselves. Well, I got to go to therapy because I need to be fixed. And a lot of times, it's not that therapy isn't extremely beneficial, because it is. However, there are bits and parts of your wiring, of your thinking, of your language, of the lens that you see the world through, that are requirements for your purpose. So, I know the video started off by me saying a lot of times people will make decisions based on the options they are aware of, right? And then the moment they gain more exposure, then they will start to shift and make healthier or better choices. Well, it's all of that ties into being able to recognize how valuable you are. I will say this last thing, and I won't make the video any longer, and that is, I made a lot of unwise, unhealthy, dysfunctional, broken decisions, specifically when it came to relationships. I did that from the time I was 19, when I started actually dating, maybe even 18, until I was 36, I think, 36, 37. I want to say 36, 37. Matter of fact, what I'm talking about, 38. Okay. And I gave access to people, to me, to my space, and even to my body, that should have never had access. And the reason I did that, one of the number one reasons I did it, was because, and of course I did not have this awareness or this language then, but I have it now. And that is because I didn't value what I possessed. So many people wanted to be near it, wanted to be a part of it, wanted to have access, but they didn't value or cherish. And now that I know better, I'm extending this life lesson that is obviously multiple layers of lessons, all tied into one. One, I encourage you to gain exposure. You have to, you can't be afraid to walk into spaces you are not familiar with, to visit and explore things that you are not used to. Please, that is one of the best things you can ever do for yourself. Two, give yourself room to grow, meaning any environment or any friend group, family group, whatever uh, friendship or relationship dynamic you are in, if they are not willing to leave room and space for you to develop, grow, change, evolve, if that is not there, then I encourage you to love those people from a distance, okay? um, and what was the last one I wanted to say? Oh, and then also once you get the exposure and the, new experience, the new awareness, make wiser decisions. Because when you know better, you do better. Okay. Love you. Good night. It's 4 o'clock in the morning.